Happy New Year! Before I begin this reflection, I would like to introduce myself. I am Deacon Dennis Marcos from the Diocese of Lubbock in Texas, and I'm just here for a Christmas break with Father Mario. Thanks for his graciousness and offering his doors, and also for the people. And I want to greet you again. Merry Christmas. Can you tell the people next to you, God is truly, madly, deeply in love with you. He's truly, madly, deeply in love with you. And by the way, that's the name of the song from Savage Garden, if you know. Today, I would like you to know these words. When you encounter the Lord, your life will never be the same again. When you encounter the Lord, your life will never be the same again. In the gospel today, there is a particular verse that is often neglected. I would like to read it. They departed for their country by another way. They departed for their country by another way. This verse is full of reflections for us as we gaze the Lord. The Magi had seen the infant Jesus in the manger. They had gazed upon the Lord. The Lord also is asking us these two questions. Am I attracted to you? Or am I a threat to you? Am I attracted to you? Or am I a threat to you? The Magi had a mission. They searched and adored the newborn infant. As we recall, last Christmas, Father Mario gave us an example here. He brought babies here. Remember? If you've been here, in the sight of an infant or a baby, it evokes something in us. There's kind of awe. There's an attention. There's some beauty in it. That's the same thing. The Magi were attracted to Jesus. And as they were attracted, their hearts were opened and their eyes of faith also were opened, that this newborn infant in front of them is really the Messiah, the humility of God who chose to be human like us. The Magi also symbolizes us, every one of us, because salvation is open for all in. It is not only exclusive to the Jews, it's all for us. The Magi had encountered the Lord, and their hearts were changed. And that's the reason why, after being warned in a dream, they returned to their country by another way, symbolizing conversion, a change of heart. How about the gaze of Herod? Herod wants to look for Jesus. He has a mission too. And what his mission is? To search and to destroy. To search and to destroy. Why? He was afraid. He considered Jesus to be a threat to him. There must be something wrong with him because a newborn infant presents no threat to us. It's helpless. It's adorable. Herod is so blinded by this power. Herod was so full of himself. He has his own plans. That's also us. When we are too blinded by this power of this world. When we have a lot of plans and we say to God, here is my plans, and I want you, God, to follow what I am doing, not you, not me following you. Unfortunately, I too have a Herod in me. I too have a Herod in me. I would like to share a short story about my conversion story prior to entering seminary. So I graduated before being a nurse, I was graduated in computer science. So I worked in a universally acclaimed distributing company. I will not mention the name. We have a distribution line of making beauty products, detergents, soaps, and everything household items. I don't know what's in your mind, but I will not tell. So I was so engrossed with my work before. Even my spiritual life was affected. Even when I go to Mass each Sunday, it's just like an obligation. I'm not listening to the priest. What's in my mind is how to increase our sales and how I can manage to outgrow our competitors. I even bribed God, saying to him, I will donate to your church when you increase our sales this month. And if our product, this new conceived product we had, will be marketable and our ads will be good. There's selfishness in me. I look God to be a genie. I had my plans laid out. I have it, and I don't want someone else to mess it up, but God messed it up. One day, oh no, not only one day, several days, my aunt keep bugging me in the phone in my office, telling me, Dennis, why are you so engrossed with your work? You miss a lot of family events. You're not here. Well, aunt, I had an alibi that I'm so busy. I said, why not try to enter this singles encounter weekend, like a retreat for young professionals like you? I am troubled by your spiritual journey. Oh, I'm going to do a retreat again? Just like in high school that I'm going to cry? No. A lot of alibi. But God intervened. One day, my boss told me, Dennis, I saw you always here in the office. Why not give yourself an off on one of the weekends? You know what day was that? The same weekend where that retreat is. Okay, I'll go, boss. It's all paid. He said to me, he's paid for me. And also on top of that, my aunt already paid, so I'll go. So went to that retreat. Oh man. The first time I entered that retreat, they removed everything from me. They removed my gadgets, my phones, my computers. I'm angry because how can I connect with my key accounts customers? They want me to focus on the Lord. No. Even in the retreat, I am disturbed. I'm not listening to the speakers who are in front of us testifying their life. That they have seen the Lord and they changed and said, I won't listen to you. My life is not about you. It's not affecting me. I'm just drinking coffee at the side and eating snacks. The hardness in my heart is there. And I learned that night there will be a general confession. Oh no. For several years, I never had a confession. My last confession probably is in high school. I backslided in the faith. And I tried a plan in my head. I'm going to sneak out. No one's going to know. I'm planning to get out of that venue and just go back the next morning. Ooh, a good plan. So I hurriedly eaten my dinner that night, and then a little sneaking out, tiptoeing in the hallway. Oh, Bo, as I'm about to get out in the secret garden which I planned, there's a priest there. An old priest praying his rosary for that night. I said, hey, where are you going? He said to me, I'm just doing my laundry. I'm just another alibi. I said, Lord, okay, you caught me. Am I gonna stop? And I said, okay, come here. You seem so troubled. And I told him, Father, I'm sneaking away because I don't know how to confess. I said, I'll help you. So in that moment, he guided me in that dimly lit park garden. I had my confession. And that place, I encountered the divine mercy of God. And after that, 2 words came from his mouth. Welcome home. Welcome home. And he hugged me. I'm afraid that he's gonna scold me. But no, he hugged me. After that event, my life was never been the same again. So fast forward, when I come back to my office that day, or that week, my office mates were kind of troubled. Why they not hearing my favorite band music? Those boy bands, the 90s boy bands, and my hip-hop music playing in the office anymore. I said, what happened, boss? Are you sick? And then I called him, no. And then, why are you trying to gather us for a prayer? You are definitely sick. They cannot see. A little change in me, not abrupt, a little change. Because my heart was so consumed by the love of God I have received from that retreat. Why I am telling you all of this? We may have different stories to tell, conversion stories to tell. Your life will be at mess right now. You may experience some loneliness. You may be in your deepest, darkest moments in your life right now. And you may ever ask, where are you, Lord? Do you hear me, Lord? Are you there, Lord? Please, do not lose hope. The Lord wants to tell you today, as He appeared in the Magi, your pain is my pain too. Your sorrow, I do share. In your loneliness, my child, I am always here. Because there is no human experience that is beyond God's grace. There is no human experience beyond God's grace, even in the messiness of our life. And when darkness sets in, I invite you, please look at the manger, the original manger where Christ was born. Isn't it a mess? Jesus surrounded by the animals with all the odor, the messiness of the place, the religious, a political situation that time, everything is a mess. But God chose us to be with us, to be born that time. So, on this great feast of the Epiphany, the infant Jesus is knocking at the doors of your heart right now, saying these words, my child, I love you with an everlasting love. Will you choose me? My child, I love you with an everlasting love. Will you choose me? Let us choose Jesus and be amazed, because our life will never be the same again. Thank you for patiently listening.